So,
Hello.
so what inspires you the most? And if you are watching me live, please drop please let me know. And if you're getting the replay, please also let me know. I'll be happy to give you a shout out. And if we haven't met before, my name is Edita, and this is my day 17 of the 21 days live video challenge. Getting there, right? And it's very enjoyable, and a transformation is happening as expected. And for today's video, I have another very special guest, a mate that we met on pretty much the same journey. When I was thinking about the title for this video, was like, the title of the video was inspired when by Antonio asking me why I invited him to have a chat. And I was thinking, really, why? It just happened naturally, you know. And I think the reason why is that because we met in the same mentoring program, and we are pretty much at the same level. We have slightly different approaches, but we are pretty much at the same kind of a level. I think he started the whole thing a couple of months earlier, but anyway, similar progress, similar problems, similar questions, and it's always kind of, I think people who are in the same place share a lot of thoughts much more, and it's much easier to get information. And I think we do inspire each other a lot because we are in the same boat, and we help each other out here and now. We react quick, without waiting for days or whatever, if you reach out to some gurus and stuff like that. So anyway, so meet my guest, Antonio Norton. Hi, Antonio.
Hello, Edita. How are you? Do you hear me?
I can hear you now.
You can hear me. How are you?
I'm very good. Really excited.
Great. Me too.
So I gave a quick introduction about how we met, and this is one of those amazing things that happen in this journey, meeting all these people like yourself and many others, people like-minded, thinking the same thing, wanting the same thing, pretty much. So I would like to ask you a few questions, if that's okay.
Sure.
So my first question is, I know how busy you are. I've seen a lot of things that you do, and it's psychotherapy, it's a band, it's a small son. You are juggling a lot of things, and on top of that, you are on this journey, network marketing combined with online strategies. What is the reason you've started on this journey?
Okay.
And what do you expect from it?
Sure. So first of all, I would like to say thank you for inviting me to
My
be
pleasure.
here. It's an honor and it's a pleasure, and I felt really enthusiastic with this opportunity, and it's really a pleasure being here. So about your question, yeah, I'm really a busy guy. It's true. I do many things. I'm a clinical psychotherapist. I'm also a piano teacher, and besides that, I also have a
piano in my background.
Oh, piano, nice. You did it on purpose. Great. Yeah, so I do many things, and besides that, I'm also keep studying music. 4 hours for the last 2 years. I was spending 4 hours in a classroom with other students, learning about world music and other ways of composing. So Yeah, and I do specializations in psychotherapy. You know, I do many things. It's true. It's true. And I also have a son who is full of energy. He's
And he's like a
1
year and a
year,
half now.
1 year and 3 months.
3 months. Yeah.
Yeah. Now he is in Algarve, down of Portugal. You know, with the grandparents.
Busy time, very busy.
So
time.
I have a little relax. Otherwise, he would be here, probably on my lap now.
My daughter is next door as well with my parents right now.
Oh yeah, parents are really important. Really important. So yeah, it's true. I'm a busy guy, but the thing is, all the sources of income that I get are unstable. You know, I only earn money if I have students, piano students, or if I have clients. You know, and the students sometimes, which doesn't happen a lot because they like me usually, but sometimes they quit. They want to quit. So if they quit, I earn zero. And if my clients, they just decide to give up the psychotherapy, which they can anytime they want, you know, I just get zero. If I get healed, I get zero. If I am on holidays, I get zero. So I don't get me wrong, I love to be a freelancer, an entrepreneur, you know, because it's exciting to have the chance to earn much more than having a stable income. And I prefer that, but it's also unstable. And since I am a father, it's more clear to me that it's important to have another source of income. You know, so I decided to join this the company where we are, you know, connected with the digital marketing, connecting with with building your business online, you know, generating daily leads and sales and building through that way. But the thing is, I decided to join this company because previously I faced a hard moment in my life where I found myself in a difficult financial situation because I collected some debts, some financial debts, because I was not paying regularly my taxes, and I was also investing money on my band, on my first CD. So things got more complicated to me. And when I faced myself with 2 digits on my bank account, I realized that I had to change something. It was not working, you know. It was a stressful moment for me. I was tense. I was irritated with that situation. I was angry. So I decided to enter a network marketing company, which I knew for many years because one of my best friends, her mother is one of the presidents in Portugal of that company. So I had, you know, good remarks about the company. So I just decided to enter. But the thing is, when I entered, it didn't work the way I wanted to work because I had all those traditional old methods, old-fashioned methods of prospecting and recruiting, you know. So I had to recruit. So I had a big list of names, like 100 lists, you know, the magic list. And then you grab the list, you go to letter A. Let's start letter A, letter B, you know, the big list. And when I was listening to the testimonials in the stage, I was thinking, wow, this is great. I will talk with my friends again. They will love the opportunity. We will have a really nice coffee together or a really nice
the opportunity
meal.
sells itself. It's so good. Yeah.
Of course, the opportunity sells itself. They will love it. It'll be amazing. And I started to dream a lot, you know. So I had some energy. Actually, I had some motivation. So I started to call some of those friends, and I started to you know, people were not that interested in this amazing opportunity. How is it possible? Come on,
What
it's
the
an
hell?
amazing opportunity. Yeah, what the hell? The world is not what's happening. It's not me.
Life is not fair.
You know, life is not fair. Come on. I thought you were my friend. Yeah, so people just started, to reject, to avoid, to don't have time. And I started to understand, well, maybe this is not the way. And then I thought to myself, they said, everyone has a mother. So we all start with a mother, you recruit the mother will buy the product, will consume it, it will be amazing, she will have results, and she will show the results to each one of the members of the friends, and fantastic. And when I heard that, I started to think to myself, these guys don't know my mother. She's not that typical mother. When she knows that I'm buying and I'm selling network marketing products, she won't be happy. So it was not easy. It was not, a clinical psychologist just selling network marketing products. It was not easy. So anyway, I decided to talk with her. She could have some profits of it. Some results, some great results she could have. She was a good, possibility. But then she said no. She also always said no. And I tried many times. I'm a stubborn guy. I'm a persistent guy. She always said no. So no mother. So that the mother plan didn't. I had no mother plan. My friends were not, really motivated. So I thought to myself, okay, the friends of my friends, cold markets, that will be amazing. Let's go. So I just started to feel more at ease, because it was not easy for me to talk with my friends and say, hey, how are you? It's been a while, how are you? And then after a while saying, hey, I have really nice opportunity. And they would say, what? Is it that network marketing thing? Maybe, it was hard for me to be in that situation. I didn't enjoy that situation. I felt like I had a hidden agenda.
I hated it.
It was not for me. And I wouldn't like it to be in that situation as well. If someone would call me, I miss you. We don't see each other for ages. Hey, by the way, would you like to have the chance to go to my house and, try this? And no, I wouldn't like it. I don't like it when that kind of things happen. So the thing is, I started to be not identified with the strategies they were using. So that idea of the list, it was not working for me as well. Going to meetings, I was spending a lot of money going there, and sometimes I had one invitee or two, and probably they will spend the whole weekend, and they wouldn't join. So I started to feel this is not working, and feel the pressure of my upline. Hey, there will be a dinner. How many friends you have for the dinner? Well, come on, you have a week to call the friends. I will call you tomorrow to see how many friends you got. It's just, okay, let's go. I felt this inner pressure inside me, and I don't like it. I don't like it. Just to make you understand, even when I have my own birthday, it's hard for me to start calling the people and saying, hey, I'm having my birthday. Want to come? Because it's hard for me to face rejection. I don't like that. I don't like when people say, hey, yeah, maybe I will call you or something, Feel this kind of different levels of enthusiasm. It's not easy for me, So I was not enjoying the strategies that they were using, that they were applying there, So I just said to myself, okay, this is not working. What can I do after? I was just frustrated on that. And then I found an ad on the Facebook that has been going for a while now. It's always the same ad. One of the ads is always the same, and just keep going. Just keep going.
You still see that ad?
I still see that ad. It has 1 million views, or so. It's crazy. It's crazy. And I saw the ad 1 year ago, and I started to. It was even more, 1 year and a half, probably. And I started to read the ad, and the ad talked about, hey, are you tired of prospecting friends and family? And I said, yes, I am. Are you tired of prospecting cold market and having no people coming to your meeting? Yes, I am. Are you tired of the old-fashioned strategies for the network marketing? Yes, I am. Would you like to find new strategies using the online? And opening yourself to a new concept called attraction marketing. And I said, well, why not? I was upset, I was frustrated, and I was disappointed with myself as well. So that energy pulled me to know. You hear me? Oh yeah, I just disappeared for a second. So that was the reason. Why I joined the digital marketing company that you've talked in the beginning of the question. So it was a long answer, but I think it was needed.
No, it's a great answer, because I think so many people can relate to this. I can absolutely relate to this. And it was also an ad. I know the way people say they hate paid advertising, but how many of us actually got our lives, various situations resolved because we saw this ad? So it's and having said that,
sorry, I didn't hear.
Can you hear me now? Hello?
More or less, with some interruptions.
Yeah, I see you.
Let me close some of the windows.
I don't know which one is breaking up.
Maybe it's because I have many windows open. Let me close these windows.
So
let's try again. Yeah. What were you saying?
I also saw an ad, and it changed my life. And what? We keep hearing this paid advertising is something bad and whatever, but so many of us are in this mentoring program because we saw this ad on Facebook and people never look back.
Exactly.
So, but having said that, I so feel and appreciate all these people who are still doing this the traditional way. What a commitment, right? People go through, what a hard work they are doing just because they don't know anything better, but it's just amazing what people manage to do in this journey for the dream. It's just amazing.
Yes, it's true.
So the second question is that what has been the most rewarding thing, or a few things, and biggest discoveries and aha moments in this journey?
Okay, so my first aha moment was when I heard the post, when I read the post. When I read the post, it was an aha moment, because I found myself, come on, there's another way to do this. So that was a aha moment. And I'm a dreaming guy, so I started to dream that I would revolutionize network marketing in Portugal. I would be like that.
Why not? Look, why not?
A new guy. Well, let's see. Step by step. Step by step. So, I started to consume the most I could, going to free webinars, going to free trainings, and listening and taking notes, So I have I don't know how you call it, a dossier. Is it called dossier? It's a big, some of these. I collected some of these with the notes that I've been taking. So I like to study. I did a big book of all my notes. So the aha moments, they came when I realized that I could have a strategy that somehow could work for it. It doesn't mean that I don't have to
You are breaking up again, and I don't know which. So we are having some technical issues right now. Hopefully Antonio will be back. I think we lost him. I'm sorry if you're watching. Live happened, technical issues. I have you back.
I'm back. Sorry for that.
Yeah, cool. So you see,
sometimes
had technical issues, but
Sorry?
Life happens and technical issues happen, and that's okay.
Yeah, yeah.
It happens to everyone.
Yeah, it's true. We just get used to it. Yeah, right. Yeah. It's true. So I was talking about what were my aha moments. So one of my aha moments was when I start reading the book called Attraction Marketing Formula, which is an ebook that I downloaded to my mobile phone, and I started to reading while I was walking for my psychotherapy sessions. All those walks, I started to read. Yeah, I'm a guy who reads while walking, which can be dangerous.
Yeah, I was wondering, I was thinking, do you have the audio version of that book?
No. You have to develop a certain strategy. I can make a workshop on that someday. Yeah. So I just decided to read it chapter by chapter, and the more I was reading, the more I was understanding that you can create system, like an automatic system. You can attract people to join your business, and once you attract them, once you find that targeted audience, that was an aha moment, realizing that, this is not a question of a list of friends or family. This is a question of people who are interested.
Yeah.
So I have to be more chirurgical in the way that I'm defining my audience. It's not a question of emotional engagement, because it was what I thought it was. It was like, oh, they like me, so it will be easier to show the product. And then I understood that this is a tricky thing. So I started to understand, no, let's do it in another way. When I was starting to reading the book or listening to the free bootcamp training that we all have access to, while on my breakfast I was watching that bootcamp lessons. I started to understand that, okay, come on, you need to target your audience first and to find the right audience, and then to start to educate your audience. And that was another aha moment for me. I understood, so I will educate my audience and they will start to know what I do. So they will start to be attracted by what I share. Mm-hmm. And that was an aha moment for me. This is a different way to do this.
And that totally makes sense as well, right?
Yes, because you are not being aggressive. Yeah. You are not being a salesy guy.
And I was like, how did I not think about it before? This is so normal. This is the way it's supposed to be.
Yeah. In a way, it makes sense. It makes sense. And I love to teach. My grandfather used to say that was my vocation, my first vocation. He never heard me playing piano or singing, so maybe he would say something, but no. But while he was living, he said to me, "That's my first vocation is teaching." Mm-hmm. So I realized that with this system I could teach, and I love to teach. So I love to do live trainings, even if I have one people watching. Sometimes you. Thank you.
It all builds up.
Sometimes no one. Yeah, but I know. It's all a process.
Yeah.
You need to enjoy the process and to keep up doing it.
Exactly.
I know. And you keep building. It's true. So I understood that if I would educate my audience that I had previously targeted, they would be connected with what I'm sharing, and they would like to know more about what I do, and they would connect with me and not with the product. Mm-hmm. It was a personal thing, and that was an aha moment for me as well. I realized, okay, come on. So they would be interested in what I share, how I do the things. I will be branding myself. That was an aha moment as well. Understanding that I could create a brand of myself. That was another aha moment. And then understanding that when you have the email of the person, you can start using an automatic system of emails that will educate them continuously, and they won't forget you. And that was, that's interesting. And this makes sense. And if they want to unscribe, they just unscribe. So I'm not being pushy. I'm just saying, hey, hello, here I am again. And if you want to just kick me in the ass, kick me in the ass.
Yeah, very good way to describe it, yeah.
So that was an aha moment, because I realized that I could have an endless flow of leads entering because they were interested in what I was sharing. And then they would continuously being educated, and sooner or later they could enter into one of my proposals, one of my suggestions, one of my trainings. And that was an aha moment as well for me, Mm-hmm. So it has been lots of aha moments, The moment that I realized that I could have a blog/site that I could create to brand myself.
I lost you.
That was another aha moment. I realized that I could have this kind of a let's call it an identity, virtual identity card. It could be like your CV, like your curriculum. Instead of having a curriculum, you show them the blog/site, and this is what I do. You can see, and this was another aha moment for me. I realized that this all can be done while I'm on my home, and that was, it was really exciting for me to start building it.
Very, and I so relate to what you were saying. I had very, very similar aha moment as well.
Yeah. And your question, and we are always having aha moments. Some are bigger, some are not that big, but it just, and just comes. And it's interesting because I'm working with I'm in a clinical psychologist, in a clinic, where I have other colleagues, and they brand according to lots of the rules that we are learning, according to lots of strategies. They do the same. This clinic where I work, which is a private clinic with other colleagues, and I have a boss and all that stuff, they brand themselves online using lots of these strategies. So lots of them. The copywriting way they do it.
Yeah, one of my aha moments was that what we are learning that is known as attraction marketing is nothing else but proper marketing tested by time, only applied to network marketing. But the principles are the same. The psychology behind it is the same, and it has, developed over decades, really. And, examples of all the entrepreneurs who are not even related to network marketing, all of that still works. It's just the application, network marketing online,
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So. Yeah. But the great thing is that we also can educate, and I have some people interested also in joining, because we also can educate online marketers and affiliate marketers.
Yeah.
It's not just for network marketing, which is great because we have a larger expand of targeting.
Absolutely.
Possibilities.
Absolutely. So how important do you think is to have a mentor or be in some sort of a good mentoring program, for succeeding in network marketing and online?
Well, I think for me, it's really important to have a community, a support community, where I can find people like you who are supportive and who want to grow as a team, as a partnership, as a brothers and sisters, just finding this kind of community. This is great because we are together, we are growing together, and we can share what is happening. And for me,
we
that's
don't even know
really
about
great,
each other's opportunities.
And this is one.
I was just adding that we don't even know about each other's opportunities. Each of us are with their own companies, and we don't even. I don't know. Do I know what company you are with? I don't think so. Does it matter? No,
Yeah, we are not selling ourselves. We are just. Another. The idea is another one. It's to help each other move along, and that's great. Having a mentor, I believe so. It's really important to have a mentor. Till now, I have no mentor. I don't recognize any person that I found in the community a mentor. because a mentor is someone who is willing to help you and being with you. So I didn't find. I know that there are people in the community who found, which is great. What I found was people who know a lot and who I trust. This doesn't mean that it's kind of a mentorship relation, because I see a mentorship relationship as someone who has a kind of effective bond with you as well, you know, who wants you to help you and to create a more personal connection with you. And I didn't find that. No problem, you know, pardon me, no problem. What I found was great trainers that know a lot and that inspire me, and that's great, you know.
My understanding about that is that we have the whole package, and I do feel like I have mentors, not one single mentor, mentors. We have a great great resources that we are learning from, and we have a roadmap that I think, you know, as really like step-by-step roadmap that we follow, and we always know what we need to do next. And I think it's huge, right?
That's very good. That helps us a lot, you know.
Yeah, I never really felt lost or confused or something. I did have questions, but those questions were more around details. But in terms of what needs to happen next, it's all there, you know. And there are always people you can ask any questions.
Yeah, you can reach out. You are answered. You are not ignored. Yeah. Usually people answer, you know. You just find the support you need. It's true. And the roadmap, it's great. It helps you a lot.
Yeah.
Helps you a lot. It's true. So I feel this is a concerned community, you know. I feel that the top leaders of the community, they help us. They try to help us. They try to give us tools to help us along the way, you know. Mm-hmm. Like, because they are in a comfortable position. They are earning millions. So they could just, come on.
Oh, absolutely. This is one thing that really amazes me. Those people who are already 6-7 figures earners, they're still there for us, right? They answer questions. I don't know, they get involved in various situations.
If you mention them, they will answer.
Yeah, I mean, such a positive thing. Yeah.
Even if they don't know you you know, sometimes I mention one of those big guys, those big gurus, and they, hi Antonio, it was great. It was great that you enjoyed the training. Take care or something.
Yeah, it's amazing. Okay, so the last question, are you ready? The most important one.
Oh.
Anyway, so what advice could you give to someone who's only starting, or maybe waiting to start, dreaming for something bigger, but hesitating for one or another reason? What advice could you give to somebody like that?
Okay, but the question is someone who is starting in the online, or who is starting
I think overall on a journey, some journey for something bigger than, you know, a job, or, you know, breaking away from the ordinary stuff with, you know, utilizing network marketing, probably, you know, doing something bigger than most people do.
Okay. So someone who is trying to find financial freedom and not being stuck in the slave rat race, you know.
Financial freedom, whatever it means to different people. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. So I would say that first of all, you need to be bold be courageous, you know, and to be, how can I say it? I'm relating to people who are still in a daily job, you know, who are trying to get out of there. You know. So be bold, be brave, and be conscious that you will need to spend extra few hours investing on that. And the first step of the journey is finding some system that can help you. It can be a network marketing, it can be an affiliate marketing, it can be online marketing. You need to find a system that will help you. And now you have two options. Or you did previously an inner search and you find some passion, and like for instance, me, I have a passion doing psychotherapy is one of the things that I do. So the system that I'm using now is helping me getting clients through online strategies. I'm using it to get clients. So I found a system that is working not only to get network marketers, affiliate marketers, or online marketers, and I help them developing their online businesses. I'm also using that to get clients for my private practice.
Yeah, because you became marketer overall.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
Because I became a marketer overall, and I know I have skills that help me in that.
Exactly.
So, if you find your passion and you want to create a system to develop that passion, you need to spend some hours trying to find a system that will help you in that. If you don't, it's not clear for you what's your passion, but you want to earn more money and to get out of the rat race, I would suggest you to start searching for or a network marketing or an affiliate marketing, and then I would suggest you to understand if you connect with the strategies that are being used. Maybe you will need to experience some of them before you decide. For me, for my journey, I didn't connect, and I already explained a bit about it, with the old-fashioned strategies. I didn't connect with them. So I needed to find a system that could resonate more with me. It's not because I'm a shy guy. I'm not a shy guy. I love to talk to people. No problem with that. But I don't like rejection. I don't like it. Okay? So usually I'm not a shy guy because fortunately in my social life, usually people don't reject me. But if I am in the sales mode, it's tricky. And I don't like to
Good observation.
So you need to find a system that works for you. I know people who love to travel with a car. They just put the package, all the products in the car and just go put some music and just go and spend gas and money and don't care. I want to meet those people in the north of Portugal and just go. It's just the thrill of the adventure. They go there and then they are rejected. No problem. Let's go home again. Not for me. Not for me. So if that works for you, well, great, amazing. For me, no, it doesn't work. So you need to find a system that works for you. And when you find a system that works for you, you need to understand that if that system has a roadmap, if that system has guiding line, has a map that can show you the way, and if that map is already built, great. If you don't have a map, you need to understand if your upline can give you some kind of map. If your upline cannot give you some kind of map, my advice is get out of there, because you will be lost. You will lose money, you will invest money. the probabilities of not really working well are big. So you need to find a roadmap, a system that has a roadmap. Okay, and if you find this system that has the roadmap, you need to follow the roadmap. And to follow the roadmap, you need to be persistent and insistent and celebrating the big wins. Because you will see yourself facing lots of challenges. Lots of challenges. This is not a smooth voyage. You know, you will find lots of challenges along the way. You know, you can be in the plane, ready to take off and really excited, but you need to take care of your seatbelt first. You know, you need to be sure that you are seated well. You know, you need to be sure that the plane is safe. And only then you start to take off. And when you take off, you start to, you know, it's all the voyage is challenging. So you need to be persistent, insistent, and it's this is really important. You cannot personalize your mistakes. The mistake is part of the journey, so you need to understand that a mistake, something that I did wrong, it can help me move along because I will learn a new way to go along. And one of the biggest advices I will give you is ask everything. Ask, ask, ask. If you have issues, the first thing, try to solve them by yourself. Try to go to YouTube. Try to go to the Google. They have great resources there. But if you cannot find the answer there, you ask.
Yeah, just don't be in that stuck situation forever. If you feel stuck, go and ask.
Go and ask. That's really important. Get yourself a supportive community and ask. You need to ask. Okay? This is really important. And people say a lot, don't compare yourself with the others. No. Maybe this, what I will say, it's a polemic thing, but I would say that it's unavoidable. I'm sorry, but we always compare each other with the others. It's unavoidable. I wouldn't say not compare yourself because it's unavoidable, unless you are Buddha. If you are Buddha, hey, thumbs up.
Yeah, but I guess
you are not
we
Buddha,
do compare, but maybe we shouldn't judge ourselves based on someone else's progress.
You know, that's the thing. You cannot. You shouldn't personalize yourself. Exactly. Like putting your self-esteem in the level of the result. You are not your results, and this is important because, and this is very important in all your life, because if you are your results, you are dependent of your results. And what happens if you are in the top of the mountain, and if for some reason the mountain, the business goes down, what happens? You will get depressed. Why? Because you are a result. So your self-esteem just goes down. And the same here. If you start and you see, oh, this is not working. This is not working. This is because I am my result. So I am shit. I don't, you know. That's the problem. So you are not your results. You are someone who is building, you know, something, and the results are a reflection of what you are doing. You know, and this is how I see things, and this helps me. Okay, and if I find someone who is in a higher stage than I am, you know, knows more, has a bigger income, has more followers, has 100 people watching the live video instead of me that has 5, sometimes 4. You know, sometimes it's hard, but I just, you know, they know other things. They are more experienced. It doesn't mean that I won't learn that. It means that they are in another stage.
Exactly.
I'm not them. I am me. Huh? And the question is not being connected with emotions like anger or sadness, it's just part of the voyage. Accepting it, it's really important, so this is an advice that I would give is don't see yourself as the results that you have.
Perfect. That's perfect, actually, and I absolutely agree with everything. And I think what we are saying and what we've been concluding here is a big part of what we, of the journey that you and I are in for the last year and a half for you, a little less for me. But this is something that we learned. It's not like we knew this stuff before, right? So
yeah,
it's absolutely it's absolutely available to everyone.
Yeah, it's true. You need to follow the steps and to believe in yourself and to start showing up, because at last, well, I believe in any system. You need to educate. You need to share. If you want to make this happen, you need to share. And for you to share, you need to believe that you have something to share.
Yeah, absolutely.
And to believe that you have something to share, you need to invest in yourself and learn.
Yeah, you have to learn that stuff yourself.
You have to study. No way, it's not just the product is amazing. Go on and just
a few thousand people standing in front of you and all of them are shouting my product is the best. What's the difference? How does that matter if a few thousand of people are shouting the same thing at a time, So that was great. Absolutely enjoyed the chat. It was fun.
Me too.
And thank you very much for being here with me and supporting me in this challenge and helping.
My pleasure.
And, being part of my journey as well.
Pleasure. It's an honor. And you are doing great. You are doing a great work.
Thanks. Thanks, Antonio. You too. We are probably kind of following each other a little bit. In the same boat. So anyway, and thank you guys. If you watched this, please let us know your thoughts and how you felt about the whole thing.
That would be great. Have some comments,
Yeah. So that was my day 17 for the live video challenge, and I'll be talking to you again tomorrow. Have a wonderful day and talk to you tomorrow. Bye, everyone, and bye, you, Antonio. Thank you.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Bye.
My pleasure.